Okay. Okay, Chris, you ready? I need a gavel. Do you have a gavel?
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. This is the Board of Trustees of the Village of Oak Lawn, regular meeting. The date's October 13th, 2015. It is 7:31. This is meeting number 2015-19. Our clerk, Jane Quinlan, is attending the annual Illinois Municipal League Clerks Conference in Springfield this week. Jane reports she did apply for and receive a full scholarship for all of the classes taken. And Chris O'Grady is our deputy village clerk. Welcome, Chris. And could you please take the roll?
Sure. President Berry?
Here.
Trustee Desmond?
Here.
Trustee Carberry?
Here.
Trustee Vorder?
Here.
Trustee Strite?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Here.
Trustee Olenichek?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Would everyone rise for item 2 on tonight's agenda, Pledge of Allegiance? Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Item 3 tonight is our public comments. We do have 3 commenters tonight. The first is Max Dickman with Roundy's.
I was just here for an agenda item.
Oh, you just signed in?
I'll just comment as needed.
Okay, thank you. Our second one, Amir, is it Karala? Hi, if you could come to the podium, state your name, and right over here, please.
Amir, are you a student?
Oh, am I not allowed to?
No, you can't talk.
So Amir, we always ask if you're an Oak Lawn resident.
I am.
And could you state your name, please?
Amber Kerala.
Thank you, thank
Hello.
you. And you're going to talk about snow routes?
Yes.
Okay, you have 3 minutes.
As senior class president of Harold L. Richards High School, I have been told by some of my fellow peers that during the winter, it is extremely hard for them to drive with like the snow routes. And we just wanted to know that if there's any plan of action this year for change. Yeah.
So which snow routes were you having trouble with? Was it?
On Cicero, 111th Cicero. We believe that, it's extremely hard to drive due to like the tough conditions of the roads.
Okay. Larry, do you want to talk briefly about our snow shovel system? What's in place? Do you want me to get into that?
You want to help me out, Mayor?
So the question is, with the snow routes, it seems like it's difficult to drive still. What is the plan for snow removal, especially around 111th and Cicero?
You're talking about driving an automobile on 111th and Cicero?
Well,
that it's
during
difficult to
the
drive?
snow, during the snow.
Yeah, during December through January, February, March.
Let me, that's my district. Let me make a comment on that. I'm Bud Stalker. I'm trustee in that district.
Hello.
It's been my experience that the village does a very good job of plowing the snow. As you're aware, you guys start early. They start even earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen good success. I'm sure you're going to see the same success in the next year. One thing I'd like help with, though, is that there seem to be a lot of cars parked outside of the lot, and that's over on Lawler, right near the preserve. And I'd really like to get help. If you would ask the student body not to park there, we can plow that route.
Yeah.
And that'll make it easier for you, too. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you do a little something for me, and I'll try to do something for you.
We could definitely make that happen.
Okay? Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you.
that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're trying not to think about snow yet, but that's okay.
plan ahead,
That's
though.
okay. And then we have a public commenter, Jim Shirazi. Would you like to come up? And you've asked me to come up as well, I believe, correct? Okay.
Well, good evening, everybody. I know
If you
I've been
could
here once before.
Speak in the microphone.
Okay, so this is my second time. I have a little surprise for the village. I'm going to unveil it. The mayor can help me unveil it too. It's we'll let you know what it is once we unveil it.
I love surprises.
Hopefully.
Oh, the Indian.
I know how much you guys love the Indian. So, I'm not donating it to you. Although it says donated by Jim Shirazi, legally, I'm only donating the print, not the Indian itself. I would love for the village to have it. I think it looked really good in the village hall. You decide what you want to do with it. And I know you've had it on the village sticker once before, and the water tower, and we all love the Indian. So I want you guys to enjoy this
Turn
gift.
that a little bit.
Sure.
No, I just went by there, I just went by last week, and it looks good. Looks great. Good job.
I want you all to enjoy it in Village Hall.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Jim, this is absolutely awesome, and I just want to thank you for the beautiful paint job on the Indian. Indian has never looked better. It is an iconic image in Oak Lawn, and for those who may not be familiar with the Indian, can you tell us a few facts about it?
Well, you know what?
The microphone, please.
It was built from a little statue that was given to Bob Shasky, who owned Cook County Tobacco at one time. And he had taken it to a place in Wisconsin and had this statue made for his store so he could put it on top of his rooftop, like an advertising symbol. It's interesting. He had them destroy the mold right in front of him after it was made, so it could not be replicated. So it's one of a kind, and it's been around over 40 years now.
Yeah,
So,
thank you.
I mean, it's part of Oakland history now. So, I want you guys to have it.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
I want to thank Larry Deachin, who called me on a Sunday morning and said, I want to talk to Big Chief Jim Shirazi. And I was, who is this? And he says, it's Larry. And thank you very much. Your
Thank
comments
you.
were, I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the conversation.
Thank
and
you
I
for your
respected your
investment in
comments.
the community, Jim. Thank you.
Yeah. Big Chief.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I'll put it back in case it gets knocked over.
Thank you very much. What a marvelous photo.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
You can thank Steve Radish. He's the photographer.
Wow,
Very good.
wow. I think I know what camera Steve used.
Mayor, Mayor,
Tim?
can you maybe keep an eye on this piece of art?
Thank you, Tim. Okay. Well, now my cheeks hurt from smiling. We have item 4, conflict of interest disclosure. Does anyone have a conflict of interest to disclose with any item on tonight's agenda? Okay, hearing none, I think Mike?
Madam Mayor, yes, I'd like to make a motion to move up item 23A and B.
Okay.
We have the owners of the establishment here, and they have some a business meeting to attend, so
Okay,
move that
so,
up if we
so
could.
we have a motion to move, to advance items 23A and 20B on tonight's agenda. Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved by trustee Carberry, seconded by trustee Stalker. Any discussion? Let's call that vote, please.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Strite?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. 23A, a request to approve a Class IV that's restaurant liquor bar permitted, and Class N, like Nancy, outdoor service areas, liquor licenses for B, D, and B Enterprises doing business as Riley's Daughter, Oak Lawn, 4010 West 111th Street in District 6. May I have a motion on 23A?
Motion to approve.
Properly moved by trustee Carberry, seconded by trustee Stalker. Any discussion?
Yes, Mayor. You know, this is, you guys, can you come on up for a second? This is James Boz O'Brien, Brendan O'Brien, and Dan O'Brien. Well, Riley's Daughter really has never left because it's down at Midway Airport, but it's coming back to Oak Lawn, and it's a South Side tradition, and we're we're proud to have them in Oak Lawn and reinvesting in the neighborhood. This is a great family. They're going to do a great job. They're going to be great for the community, and I'm proud I know them. I've known Boz a long time, and happy you're here. Thank you very much, and you guys want to make any comments?
I think you said it all there.
I think you said it all there, Mike. We're happy to be back, everybody. Thanks so much, and we're looking forward to having at least everybody in the room over 21 as a customer in the future, so thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other discussion?
Yeah, I have a comment. I also spent a lot of time at Riley's Daughter, and I know Boz personally. I have had some concern from the neighbors in Chicago, and I want to tell you that I've been assured that Riley's Daughter will be run with consideration of the neighborhood and the neighbors, and I also support the licensing. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion? I just want to add that this was supported unanimously by the Liquor Advisory Board, and everyone's excited. It is a gateway into Oak Lawn, and to have that corner kind of revitalized is the goal of everyone, I think here. So with that, we'll call the vote, please. 23A.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Strite?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. 23B tonight is ordinance 15.
Madam Mayor, can I interject? There's a businessman current businessman in the Village of Oak Lawn. I'd like to see if I can get a motion to move up items 6 and 7 on the agenda.
Okay, we've already had a motion to advance 23A and B, so I'm going to do A and B first. We still have B to do, and then I'll call on you and you could make that motion again if that's okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much. So 23B, ordinance 1978, an ordinance decreasing and increasing the number of Class IV and N like Nancy liquor licenses that can be issued in the village. This is BD and B Enterprises doing business as Riley's Daughter of Oak Lawn, 4010 West 111th Street. And again, this was a unanimous vote of support from the Liquor Advisory Board. May I have a motion on 23B, please?
Motion to approve.
Properly moved by trustee Carberry, seconded by trustee Vorder. Any discussion here? Okay, let's take that vote, please.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Strite?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Congratulations, gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you. And trustee Oliniechek.
I'd like to make a motion to move items 11 and 12. I put my glasses on. 11 and 12.
Okay.
I'll second.
Okay, so we have a motion by trustee Oliniechek to advance items 11 and 12, seconded by trustee Vorder. Any discussion?
Hold on, I gotta find them.
Let's call that vote, please.
I had to pull them, sorry.
Sure, no problem.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Strite?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Okay. Trustee Oliniechek. I stated it on the, I think trustee Vorder, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to take both of these together, and I'll read them. So, number 11 is a request to approve the Planning and Development Commission referral for a 52% parking variation at 9240 South Cicero Avenue. This was a 8-0 vote to approve. Petition 2015-16. AC Fox Incorporated is the petitioner in District 2, And item 12 tonight is ordinance 151972, an ordinance granting that request. May I have a motion? I mean, we already
Motion
did that.
approved.
Yeah, okay, properly moved by trustee Oliniechek.
Second.
That was trustee Straight? Okay. Thank you. Any discussion? Let's take that vote, please.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Streit?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. And I know we have other petitioners in the audience as well, but we have to wait to approve that class of liquor license, so we're just going to go in sequence. Sorry to you guys in the back row there. So, yeah, I know it's a little awkward, but anyway. So we did conflict of interest disclosure. We have a proclamation for, do you have a copy of it by any chance? No? Okay.
Here you go, man.
Nope, I can pull it up. Here it is. I have it. Thank you. This is the Rotary International World Polio Day, October 23rd, 2015. Whereas Rotary International, founded on February 23rd, 1905, in Chicago, in Beverly, in fact, just down the street from Oak Lawn, Illinois, USA, is the world's first and one of the largest nonprofit service organizations. And whereas Rotary, in 1985, launched Polio Plus and spearheaded the Global Polio Eradication Initiative with the World Health Organization, U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and UNICEF to immunize the children of the world against polio. And whereas polio cases have dropped by 99% since 1988, and the world stands on the threshold of eradicating this terrible disease, and whereas to date Rotary has contributed more than $1 billion and countless volunteer hours to the protection of more than 2 billion children in 122 countries, and whereas Rotary has worked to raise $200 million towards a $355 million challenge grant from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and whereas these efforts are providing much-needed operational support, medical personnel, laboratory equipment, and educational materials for health workers, parents, and whereas the Rotary Club of Oak Lawn is one of several clubs throughout our Rotary District 6450, with thousands of members sponsoring service projects to address such critical issues as poverty, health, hunger, illiteracy, and the environment in their local communities and abroad. Now therefore I, Sandra Berry, Village President of the Village of Oak Lawn, do hereby proclaim October 23rd as World Polio Day in Oak Lawn, and we encourage all citizens to join me and Rotary International in the fight for a polio-free world. Signed this 13th day of October 2015, and as the Rotarians like to say, we are this close to getting it. I have our village clerk is a Rotarian, and our village manager is also a Rotarian, as am I. We're very proud Rotarians, so it's a really worthwhile cause, so thank you. And on item 6, approval of meeting minutes for the regular meeting minutes 2015-18, dated September 22nd, 2015. May I have a motion on item 6, please?
Motion to approve.
Properly moved by trustee Vorder and seconded by trustee Carberry. Any discussion on the minutes? Let's take that roll, please.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Streit?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, new business by village trustees. I normally start in 6. We're going to start in 1. Sorry, Tim. Hope I didn't catch you by surprise.
No,
What's new in District 1, sir?
I have no new business, thank you.
Okay, District 2, trustee Oliniechek.
Yes, Madam Mayor, I just want to update, the four-letter word snow has been brought up tonight, so I just want to make sure people understand that we do. Are you volunteering for the senior snow shoveling program? We do have a senior snow shoveling program. It's an all-volunteer program, and starting the 15th of this month, we will have registration for people who would like to volunteer to help fellow citizens out, or for people who are in need of having someone come out and shovel their house. The registration process starts on the 15th and will go through November 15th for both people who are in need and people who can help people who are in need. For some citizens, if they don't have internet access, they can dial 708-499-7884, and they can call up to register. This is a village-wide program. The majority of the Trustees on this board have said that they would support making this program a success. The second way that somebody can sign up is by going to our website. And Tom, do you have it up on the website? And that is off of our village website under residents. So if you could go ahead and click on the residents, you got the senior snow shoveling volunteer sign up. If you could click on the how a person would volunteer to sign up. It's a self-explanatory: contact name, address, email address, phone. If volunteers under 18, need parents' name, school, and grade. And then asking for the commitment if they would like to be assigned to a senior's home or if they need more information. From there, somebody will get back to the individual to explain to them what the requirement is. It's very simple. We're asking a lot. The program runs from December 1st to February 29th. And what we're asking people who volunteer is that within 24 to 48 hours of snow, and when I say snow, once the snow stops, a lot of seniors think that when it starts, that's when it starts, the time. It's 24 to 48 hours from when the snow stops, that you go out to the residents, a resident or resident's home, and make sure that their driveway and their snow is shoveled for them after each event. Now, I know that we're reading that this winter could be El Nino and it could be nice, or we could get hit with other snowstorms. We've seen it in the time that we've done it to where it's been a very light winter or it's been a very heavy winter. If you're apprehensive about making that long of a commitment, I'm good with that. Just make a commitment to start out, and then if it's too much and you have to back out, we can talk about it then. But the important thing is making that commitment to help somebody. On the other side, once the senior is registered, you can go to the senior registration. This is senior snow shoveling, and for the senior, this is a request. And one of the things I want to be perfectly upfront on is that you're requesting to be on the list. Once you're on the list, there is no guarantee that your house is going to get a volunteer. If we don't have enough volunteers, we don't cover all the houses. We try to keep the volunteers within their neighborhood, so that way if it is a younger student that has to walk to the home with a shovel, it's within a block or two at the most. If it's older students that want to take on more and they want to borrow a snow blower from us, we may be able to make that happen. But we try to make sure that we match residents with students from within their area. It's very key that people do understand that. We do not want the resident to have contact with the volunteer unless they want to have contact, because there is some security issues if a resident isn't comfortable. But what we want to be able to do is make sure when the resident signs up, once we pair them with a volunteer, they will get notification that they have a volunteer and that they should expect within 24 to 40 hours someone coming to their house to shovel the snow. And the reason why we ask 24 to 48 hours is when you're dealing with volunteers, get back from school or from work, especially during the weeknights, it's anywhere between 4 and 6. Got to get your schoolwork done first, get all the other things done, and then you can go out if it's not too late to do that. Or if it's a person that works a job, you got to get out after you deal with traffic coming home. Typically, we make up on the weekends, that being Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, making sure that we get the residents taken care of. But now is the registration time. So seniors who would like to be involved and would like to put their name on there, they can get on the website and follow the simple, so I think it's a 4-step process. The second is verifying that if a person is a senior. There have been some people that aren't seniors and don't have special needs and just wanted to see if they can get on there for whatever list. Majority haven't had any problems with. And then asking if you have family. Obviously, if you have family or friends that can help you out, those would be your first resource. We want to make sure that people who are on the program absolutely have a need to have their snow shoveled, that they don't have any other recourse. And then it also asks if you have snow removal service. And then the final thing is asking for them to receive a copy of your submission, fill out your email address below, and submit. Majority of the seniors do call in on the phone, but we do have some seniors that are tech heavy and can use the internet for that. The other way to sign up for the senior snow shoveling program is you can go to seniorshovel@oaklawn/il.gov, and that will take you directly into it. Well, I'm sorry, that's the email. You can email to seniorshovel@oaklawn/il.gov. So remember, registration starts on the 15th and is closed the 15th of this month and is closed the 15th of November, which gives us the ability to logistically hand out the assignments. The program starts the 1st of December and ends the 29th of February. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to give me a call. Yes, sir. Would you like to say something? Okay. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to give me a call. And that concludes our senior snow shoveling. I'm sorry it took a little bit of time, but I am getting a lot of calls. I've been getting calls since August about people registering for the senior snow shoveling. And then I have one more bit of very good news. The acorn case has been cracked. The acorn is back in our possession. For those of you who are following along, it was missing for a period of time. There were no questions asked, and the acorn has been found. So unless the mayor would like to talk about that anymore, I have nothing more to say. Thank you.
Just happy it was located and it will be displayed proudly and prominently. Thank you. And District 3, Trustee Straight.
Thank you, Mayor. Back in April of 2014, I had requested that the trustees receive all of the police reports from the entire village. We used to receive just the ones from our district. I was told that we would receive all of the police reports. Since then, I have been receiving more reports, but I did notice that there are still reports, police reports, that I am not receiving. I raised this issue at a recent board meeting, which became rather contentious, and now I understand why. When I asked where the missing reports were, I was told by the mayor that there are certain reports, including sexual offenses and domestic-related incidents, that trustees and the public never see. By keeping people in the dark, we are putting them at risk. I cannot think of one reason to keep information from the public, but I can think of many reasons why the public has a right to know about criminal activity that they may be subject to. In other words, criminal activity that is taking place in our community. I ask that this issue be placed on the Board of Trustees' agenda for discussion. I have still not received a response from the mayor. And this is a matter of public policy. The mayor did say that she would rather have private conversations about this very public issue. This is a public policy decision that the full Board of Trustees should decide on in a public meeting. So, Mayor, I'm asking you again, would you please place this agenda on the next village board agenda, please?
Trustee Straight, what is the deadline for agenda items for our Board of Trustee meetings?
Mayor, I'm asking, my question is, will
Yeah,
you
so
place
what-
it on
what
the
is
next
the- what
agenda?
is the
That's just a
deadline?
simple yes or no.
well-
Is there not enough time between now and the next meeting to place
What
it
I'd
on
like
the
to do
agenda?
is discuss it, sir. So,
Okay.
so what is the deadline for agenda
I don't know, you
requests?
told me, Mayor.
It is Tuesday at 5 p.m. When did you request this be put on the agenda?
Why don't you tell me, Mayor?
Wednesday afternoon.
Okay.
So it's not possible, per adopted public policy, to put it on today's agenda. And what is the requirement for trustees to place items on the agenda, Trustee Straight?
I believe, Mayor, that you need at least 2 trustees to
Correct.
place an item on.
Correct.
Or the mayor could put it on.
Correct.
Or the village manager.
Correct. So, and how long have our policies on reports been in place? You're a very long-serving trustee.
Mayor,
These exclusions that we're talking about, how long have they been excluded? Is this something new?
Well, Mayor, I can tell you, first of all, I never heard before that sexual offenses and domestic incidents were not provided to the trustees.
This is the list
Or-
from the police department. The police department does not release reports related to crashes, domestic-related incidents, juvenile information, confidential information, for example, ongoing drug investigations. investigations in other municipalities, medical information, sexual offenses, financial information, reports created in error, abandoned vehicle reports, stolen license plate reports, animal complaints, lost or stolen property. And I also said in my letter, should trustees request these types of reports as well, which has never been done, it requires extensive redaction and staff time. Under no circumstance would chief consider releasing unredacted reports of this nature, as there is no presumption, unfortunately, of confidentiality, since these reports happen to find their way on the internet. In addition to the extensive staff time needed for redaction, if all of those are done, there will be a delay in releasing these reports as well. What's a quick turnaround time now could change to delays of a week or more while staff takes time from other projects to redact them. Presently, any trustee at any time can pick up the phone and obtain specific detail on any concern without delay in any time by calling management. If any trustee feels there is benefit to changing these policies that have been in place for decades, please advise me individually to assure compliance with the Open Meetings Act. Frankly, in my opinion, Chief is a highly capable staff, and they have more important work to do in the Village of Oak Lawn for our residents than sit and redact lost pet reports and things of that nature. So the only person I heard back from was you, Trustee Straight, as I said, Wednesday at 5 p.m. If any other trustee would like that on the agenda for discussion, I have no objection whatsoever, but we do have policies and we do follow those policies. Trustee
How
Desmond.
long has this been the policy?
Decades.
So
This
you
is
just
not
realised this now, Trustee Straight? After how long have you been a trustee?
I've never heard of that policy before, that's
Never.
correct.
24 years a trustee, and you have not been aware of this?
So does it sound like the mayor supports the policy? Does that mean that
Well, I
you
had no
support
idea
it
you
as
brought it
well,
up.
trustee?
I mean, it's a policy for decades. I mean, I'm just being made aware of it myself now, but you've
But
been
it
here
sounds
for-
like, so it sounds like you support it.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm
Okay.
just saying that
Well, then
I've
let's put
just
it on
been
the
ma-
next, so then you support placing it on the next agenda.
No,
for-
I'm
for
asking is,
discussion.
you have not been aware of this in the past 24 years you've been a trustee?
That's correct.
That's
yes.
mind-boggling. Well, you know, maybe you should
Okay,
pay more attention.
let's let the trustee finish his report. Thank you. Is that it?
Well, so.
Okay,
I-
so I'm going to
I'd like
read the rest of the letter too. It relates to Chief's desire to stay out of politics. I believe Chief Murray's firm desire is to stay out of politics and be the best police chief he can be and run the best police department anywhere. I fully support Chief Murray's wishes. And feel it is the best interest of Oak Lawn as a village and in the best interest of residents if he maintain a neutral political stance. Those of you who see him up here, he does not like getting into these debates of a political nature. Despite his desire not to get involved in politics, politics has come to him in the form of a baseless, slanderous attack on him and the excellent work his department does. During the last election and at last Tuesday's board meeting, accusations were made that trustees are not getting all police reports and crime is rising, with the clear implication to residents that our police department is concealing data for deceptive purposes or worse. Even when this trustee's errors and calculations were pointed out privately by the chief, the attacks continued on the dais and elsewhere without apology. I can go on and on, but you know, it's
Please do.
It's so if any trustee would like to have that on the agenda for discussion, if any trustee feels that these are these longstanding policies are inappropriate, we certainly will look at it. But again, the majority and only one person has responded, Trustee Straight. I do support Police Chief Murray and the good work his department does. I do support our police department, and you know, I do not think they are deceptive with us. And District 4, Trustee Vorder.
Thank you, Mayor. I did not have a report, but I feel I must comment a little bit
Thank you.
on the last trustees' comments. Every day I get emails with at least 10 to 20 reports on incidents that the police department take. These are reports that are germane to my district and important for me to know as a trustee. In a previous life as a police officer for this community for 34 years, I saw every single report. And I agree with the policy and the chief's policy that certain reports just don't belong in the public domain. If you have a domestic disturbance at your house, do you want it? Do you want that report in the hands of every single person? You want it on the internet? I think that the department protects those kind of incidents. If a crime happens, perhaps a battery or something of a serious nature, those reports are available. In addition to that, many, many reports are generated when people come to the front desk and say, I lost my license plate. There's no real need for our staff to spend hours sending those to us. There's no purpose for that. So I support the current policy, Mayor. That's all I have to say.
Thank you. District 5, Trustee Stalker.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention the fact that, just remind you that the snow program that Trustee Olenichek runs is completely voluntary. And it's one of the good things that he does in this village, and I hope that the young people that are sitting here today will take that to heart and help your neighbor by shoveling their snow. It really makes you feel great. That's number one. Number two, St. Linus is having a turkey trot on November 21st at 9 a.m. I hope you can all attend. Number three is a lifelong South Sider, Chicago Sox fan. I would like to congratulate the Cubs on their win tonight. I'm starting to become a Cubs fan, and I never thought I'd say that. And that's all. Thank you.
Madam Mayor, can we have his mental stability check?
I only said starting. Wait a minute, you got to check in on the compliments, too.
I was talking about the Cubs,
Oh,
nothing about the Cubs.
Trustee Carberry.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. You know, it was great having Riley's daughter, owner James Baz O'Brien, here tonight, and they're and bringing back Riley's daughter into Oak Lawn. It's great news. With that, I also wanted another great Oak Lawn owner, Tony from Palermo's, the owner of Palermo's, one of our finest restaurants, and what a great guy. He had a little bit of a health scare, and he's back on his feet, and we hope he's around for a long, long time. He's a great guy. He's been very generous to Oak Lawn and to all of us, and a really great guy. We wish him well, and that's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay, moving on. Larry, item 8, general village manager's report.
I have
General
nothing
village
more to
manager.
add, Mayor.
Okay, we're on number 9, a request to approve the Planning and Development Commission referral to vacate the easterly 24 feet of the north-south 53rd Avenue from the south line of 95th Street south, a distance of 84 feet. This is a 701 vote to approve petition number 2015-13. C.J. Kari, petitioner in District 3. And then we have an ordinance granting that request with item 10. May I have a motion on 9 and 10, please?
Mayor? Okay, first of all, I want to just point out that Stacked has been a real fine addition to the village of Oak Lawn. Since they moved here, they have been, they've been very busy. It's a fine quality establishment that is difficult to even get a seat in many times. They have so many people waiting in line, and that's that's really wonderful for our community. And I believe that this ordinance, approval of this ordinance, will help a very successful business become even more successful. This new business expansion will provide a unique dining experience and will also make 95th Street more attractive and appealing. And I wish them double the success that they've already had. So I move to approve the request and the ordinance as presented.
Okay, we have a motion by Trustee Straight. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Trustee Vorderer. Any other discussion? Let's call that vote, please.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorderer?
Yes.
Trustee Streit?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Olenichek?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you, and I believe we already did 11 and 12, so we're on 13. This is a request to approve the Planning and Development Commission referral for a variation from ordinance number 11-1842 regarding flat work and impervious surfaces at 9333 South Raymond Avenue. This was a 8-0 vote to approve petition 2015-18, Brian Benoit, petitioner in District 2.
Motion to approve.
Thank you. And then we have an ordinance granting that request with item 14. So making a
Motion
motion
to
on
approve
both?
both.
Okay,
Correct.
thank you. Properly moved by trustee Oliniechek.
Second.
Seconded, I'm going to give it to trustee Desmond. Any discussion? Let's take the vote, please, on 14 and 15.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Strite?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. Item 16 tonight is ordinance 1519-74, an ordinance granting a variance from section 4-5A-7 of the Oak Lawn Village Code entitled Residential Flat Work and Impervious Surfaces to allow for the construction of a garage at 5401 West 96th Street. May I have a motion on item 16, please?
Move to approve.
Properly moved by trustee Strite. Is there a second?
Second.
Trustee Stalker, thank you. Any discussion? Let's take that vote, please.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Strite?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you so much. 17 tonight is a request to approve the Traffic Review Committee referral for stop signs at Kenneth Avenue and 96th Street. This was a 5-0 vote to approve. TC 1235-33. Nor Blasky is the petitioner in District 4, and number 18 is an ordinance granting that request. May I have a motion on 17 and 18?
Motion to approve.
Properly moved by trustee
Second.
Vorder and seconded by trustee Oliniechek. Any discussion? Let's take that vote, please.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Strite?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. 19 tonight is ordinance 15-1976, an ordinance amending Title 3, Chapter 3, Section 6 of the Oak Lawn Village Code pertaining to liquor license classifications. May I have a motion on item 19?
Motion to approve.
Properly moved by trustee Desmond,
I'll second.
seconded by trustee Vorder. Any discussion here?
Can you fill us in a little bit on?
Sure,
Mayor.
sure, sure, Pat.
Thank you, Mayor. So this is an amendment to the Class S liquor license, which is for our supermarkets. It's a recently created license. What we're doing here is we had, when you guys created this, I want to say maybe a year and a half ago, we allowed supermarkets both on-premises consumption and off-premises consumption. And we had the time on Sundays at 11 a.m. More for the places that allow retail sale for off-premises consumption, that time usually begins at 9 a.m. on Sundays. So what we're doing here is splitting the two for the S class. So if you're, the premises on consumption, the prohibition is the wrong word, but the restriction that you can't do it, you can't consume on premises till 11 a.m. on Sundays remains, but they can sell consistent with our other packaged liquor stores starting at 9 a.m. on Sunday. That's a change.
So a bar
No.
can't sell till 11, but a liquor store can sell at 9?
Correct. But
Okay.
a bar can't open for consumption on premises until 11 on Sundays. But the packaged liquor stores, the places that sell for, you go in to get a case of beer, a bottle of wine, something like that, most of the classifications in the code that have the off-premises consumption begin at 9 a.m. So this is trying to make it consistent with the other packaged liquor stores. So this would be for and the S class is for places, Mariano's, the Jewel, things like
Okay.
that are kind of going to that trend.
Thank you. Did that explain, any questions regarding that? Okay, let's take that vote, please.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Strite?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Motion passes.
This brings us to item 20, ordinance 151977, an ordinance amending Class S license in Title III, Chapter 3, Section 6 of the Oak Lawn Village Code pertaining to liquor license classifications. May I have a motion on item 20?
Mayor, if you don't mind,
Yes.
I think I had them mixed up here, I think.
Okay,
So
it
the-
should be a different classification.
Yeah, so no, the Class S is correct. The
Okay.
motion that you just approved,
Okay.
they're back to back, that is for a new classification T. So let me explain that one first, and then what I'd asked if we can get a motion to reconsider that, based on the Class T classification, and then we'll move on to the S. So I apologize, but
Okay.
the Class T license is a new license considered by the Liquor Advisory Board. This is for wine manufacturing. And later on your agenda, we'll have our first applicant who's here for the wine manufacturing. It's similar to a class that, again, you created a while ago for microbreweries. So this license allows is basically for on-premises manufacture of wine, whether they're making the wine in-house, whether they're buying, large surpluses of wine to make sangria, but it allows the actual, creation of wine, sangria, things like that. So that's what the Class T is. I believe it's T is the number, right? We on
Yes.
T? Yeah, that is the Class T. And then as part of that license, it's a very heavily regulated area, the Class Ts are, meaning there's, and I'm sure our applicant who told us all about the process she had to go through, it's federally regulated, it's state regulated, you need to get bottle clearance and things like that. So all of that is built into that classification as well. So that is the new Class T license. So what I recommend, and again, this is my fault, if you can make a motion to reconsider ordinance 151976 and then take it again so you're voting on the correct item.
Okay, so 151976 should be Class T. Is that correct?
Let me make that.
Creates
Mayor,
Class T.
If I could, and I would really be remiss if I did not, because the young applicant who you're going to deal with next, and who is an Oak Lawn resident, is a classic example of how difficult it is to start a new business in America. And it goes way back when Trustee Olenichek brought you into a conference room. It has to be over a year now. And how you doggedly kept with it. And I commend you. I wish you the best of all success. You got a great product, and I'm glad that that label's going to say eventually Oak Lawn, Illinois. Thank you, Luz.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I would like a motion to please reconsider item 19, to reflect the Class T like
Okay,
Tom.
motion to reconsider.
Okay, properly made by Trustee Desmond. Second, I didn't catch Trustee Carberry. Okay, so let's call the vote on that, please.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Streit?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Olenichek?
Yes.
Motion passes.
To approve of the Class T license.
Okay.
Thank you. And now I'd like a motion on 19 to approve Class T as was just explained by our legal counsel.
So moved.
Properly moved by
Second.
Trustee Streit, seconded by Trustee Olenichek. Any discussion? So let's take that vote again. This is 19 for Class T.
Okay. Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Streit?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Olenichek?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Sorry for the confusion, folks.
Yeah, thank you, trustees, I appreciate that.
Yeah, item 20 is ordinance 151977, an ordinance amending Class S license in Title III, Chapter 3, Section 6 of the Oak Lawn Village Code pertaining to liquor license classifications. May I have a motion on 20, please?
Motion to approve.
I'm gonna give it to Trustee Olenichek, seconded by Trustee Vorder. Any discussion? Let's take that vote.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Streit?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Olenichek?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you so much. This brings us to 21. This is Resolution 15-1952, a resolution to waive the competitive bidding requirements and to authorize the purchase of a 2016 Ford F-550 dump truck from Hawk Ford. May I have a motion on 21,
approve.
please? Properly
Second.
moved by trustee Oliniechek, seconded by trustee Carberry. Any discussion here? Let's take that vote.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Border?
Yes.
Trustee Strite?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Motion passes.
For item 22, I'm going to turn the floor over to our deputy village clerk, Chris O'Grady.
Okay. Disbursement resolutions number 2015-19D, approval of semi-monthly disbursements. Dated October 13th, 2015, in the amount of $7,379,880.61.
Thank you.
Motion to approve.
Okay, properly moved by trustee Oliniechek,
Second.
second by trustee Carberry. Any discussion here? Let's take that vote, please.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Strite?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Any general village matters?
None to report, thank you.
Okay, thank you. 23 tonight, village president's report. We did advance already 23A and B, so we're going to move on to 23C. This is a request to approve a Class T liquor license. T like Tom, this is the manufacturer of wine, Juicy Lucy Incorporated, at 5435 West 110th Street, Unit 2, Oak Lawn, Illinois, in District 5. I'd like a motion for approval, please.
Make a motion to approve.
Properly moved by trustee Oliniechek,
Second.
second by trustee Strite. For discussion, could you come up and introduce yourself and explain your business concept?
And Madam Mayor, while they're coming up, I do appreciate all the hard work that these two individuals who live in a beautiful historic house in Oak Lawn that was turned so it would fit on the property many years ago. But they've worked very hard, and as Larry said, they are the epitome of the small business person. They came to the village. It was a Saturday meeting in which it was Larry, Steve, and myself in a small business discussion, and they brought a sample of their product, which was very, very good. And it was very powerful. I have to admit that coming home, it was a little rough. But they knew they had a great idea. They knew that they had a great product, and they were looking for a place that they could go ahead and manufacture in the village of Oak Lawn. And I know that through many steps and through all the progress, I know that Steve, you've been with them the whole time, and it's nice to see somebody who wants to start a business in the town that they're in and raise their family in, and we were able to help them out. So kudos to you guys. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. We actually did. It's been almost a year and a half that we came. And it's been a long process. We had to go through all of our government process, which took a long time. It took over 6 months for one of the licenses to be approved from the government. Then from there, we have to get our label approval, which we did. We got our label approval, and it does have on there, it does say Oak Lawn on there. So we got all of our front and back label approval. The product that we are manufacturing, we started off just making wine at home. From there, it kind of took off. We started making our sangria. From there, we started doing different flavor sangrias, and then it kind of just like took a life of its own. We had so many people calling us and telling us I'm having a party. Can you make me some for my party? I was at a friend's house. It kind of just grew life of its own. From there, at the attorney's office I was working at, they'd come over and we'd have cookouts and everybody would have some, and they were like, we have to get you started on your own business. So I was like, I don't have no money to start a business. I was like, I have no clue. But fortunately, with the help of the attorneys at work and with the Loyola Law School and with different programs that they offer through Loyola, they have helped us process with all of our licensing and our business plan. From there, then we came and we talked to the village and asked us if they would allow us to have a business here. Thank God they said yes, because I've been paying rent for a long time at a place that I'm not even using. So with this, we can move forward and get all of our construction done and start the product manufacturing as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So this is.
I have a feeling the world is going to hear a lot of Juicy Lucy Sangria, and it'll put Oaklawn on the map.
Did you guys enjoy the samples that we brought?
Yeah, they were.
I brought samples.
we did
Every
a-
time I come, I would have bought more samples today, but there's just too many people. So we didn't have, but I have brought the product so that they could see what the product was that we were offering and what it was exactly that we were making, so that they knew exactly what it was about. So other than that, I just want to thank you guys for all your help, your support, and just being there for us has meant a lot for us. You know, we're glad that we didn't know how, at first we didn't know how Oaklawn would accept us as starting a business. But I think with us starting a business, I think it would inspire other people to come and bring small businesses here to Oaklawn. It is hard. It's very, very, you have to do a lot of research and studying, but I think with this will help inspire young people to make, decide on some different things they want to do. That's it. Just thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so any other discussion on Juicy Lucy? Let's take that vote, please, and this is C. This is 23C.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorderer?
Yes.
Trustee Streit?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Motion passes.
23D is Ordinance 15-1979, an ordinance increasing the number of Class T like Tom liquor licenses that can be issued in the village. Juicy Lucy LLC, 5435 West 110th Street, Unit 2 is the petitioner, and both C and D were unanimous by the Liquor Advisory Board as well. So
Motion to approve.
properly moved by Trustee Oliniechek, seconded by Trustee Carberry. Any discussion? Let's take that vote.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorderer?
Yes.
Trustee Streit?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Congratulations. I think that's the last of your hurdles, and best of luck to you. Thank you. Thank you. Under General Village Matters, item E, we had a big day in Oaklawn on Wednesday, October 7th at the Oaklawn Hilton. Every year, the Chicago Southland Convention and Visitors Bureau has an annual meeting, and it's never been in Oaklawn recently, and I was very excited it was in Oaklawn. The keynote speaker was Corey Jobe, which is the Director of Illinois Tourism, and we had a surprise guest speaker. Governor Bruce Rauner was in attendance. It was well attended by our board here, Trustee Stalker, Trustee Vorderer, and Trustee Desmond, as well as myself, were representing this board at that meeting. I couldn't be more proud of Oaklawn. The Hilton looked great. Everyone, the fire department set up a wonderful flag gateway for the governor's arrival. A lot of excitement, a lot of press were there, and I was floored when we were called to the podium. The village of Oaklawn was the recipient of the Patricia Chase Magon Municipal Leader of the Year Award, recognizing the village of Oaklawn as Municipal Leader of the Year. This is out of 62 communities, and it was for economic development, tourism, hospitality, and it was a real testament to the team we have in place in our village here, and I want to say how proud I was to accept this on behalf of the team effort. It was a really, really proud moment, and I just couldn't be more excited about it. Means a lot. So Oaklawn was shining very proudly this week. I'm very proud to report, and I want to thank Larry for your hard work, and Steve Radis in particular, the Children's Museum, the Hilton, and 111th and Cicero was a big part of why they chose Oaklawn. So it was very nice to see Ron D. from Cooper's Hawk there, and Mr. Mark Hamilton of Hamilton Partners was there as well. Very, very nice day for the village of Oaklawn. So with that, that's all I had to say for general village matters. Item, let's see, what are we at? 24. Executive Session 2015-7 for the purpose of discussing pending litigation. May I have a motion on
Motion.
item 24? Properly moved by trustee Oliniechek, seconded by trustee Carberry. Any discussion here? Let's take that vote, please.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Border?
Yes.
Trustee Strite?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Okay, motion passes.
I don't know what you're saying.
Call on me real quick.
Oh, yeah.
We can adjourn.
Okay.
lucky.
Yes.
Thanks, Madam Mayor.
Pat.
We can, we do not need any action when you come out of executive session, so if it's, if you'd like, you can adjourn the regular meeting now. We will not need to come back out and take any action.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, properly moved by trustee Oliniechek, seconded by trustee Vorder. Any discussion? Let's take that roll, please. Thank you, Pat.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Great job.
Thank you.
I don't know if
Okay,
you
so
seconded.
for the students, we can come
Hurry
up
up.
and sign your forms.